Hey, what's going on, guys? Rakeem, Addison here, and on day 8 of the 30-day video challenge, I'm going to be talking to you guys about how to overcome fear of building a business. Right? So I kind of wait a few minutes to see if some people are going to hop on or whatever. All right, but yeah, I'm going to be talking about how to overcome fear of building a business. Now, I'll go ahead and start with this, right? This is a quote that I think it was Russell Simmons that said it, right? So he said most of the biggest businesses, when they started, they were failures, right? Before they created success in their business. So I want you to think about that. If you're on here watching right now, just think about that for a minute. Most of the biggest businesses, so the biggest brands that you know today, they were failures when they started, right? They've tried many times. Some people over 10, 15, 20 times. Some people even more than that before they became a success. So when you first get into business, you have to understand, give me just a second, guys. You have to understand that it's going to take some time. You have to accept that failure is going to be something that happens inside of your business, but don't let that stop you. Don't let that affect what you can create in your life, right? Don't let that affect it. So number one, I want to basically break down a couple of things. Number one is understand and accept that failure is going to happen, right? It's just going to happen. All right, so the second thing is this, right? You got to make sure you start with your why and you have a foundation. Now, these are how you're going to, overcome that fear, because if you go in knowing what it is that, you actually want to create, and you know who you can reach out to put that together, then things will be a little bit different. But I will still say you are still going to run into failure. I have to state that, you know what I mean? But as long as you understand that what it is that you want and why you're creating it, then things will be a lot easier for you, right? It'll be a lot easier because like when you're having problems in your business, you understand that why you're doing it. You can always go back to that and reflect back to why it is that you're doing it. Maybe it's your family. Maybe it's to travel more. Maybe it's to, quit your job. I don't know what it is, right? Only you can decide that. And one thing I heard from Les Brown is, we all have greatness inside of us, right? We all have greatness. We all have the power to do what it is that we want in our lives. You know what I mean? Our lives, you ever heard the saying, our lives can change in literally a minute, right? Because of the action that we take in our life, knowing what it is that we want and having a purpose and going after it, right? So you have to look at it like that, So, like I said, if you're just hopping on, let me know where it is you're coming from. And go ahead and hit the share button, so we can get this message out to some more people or whatever. Right? So I'm just taking a stroll, just kind of talking about, overcoming the fear of business. I really think the key is just, really believing in yourself, right? And sticking it out, because like I said, business, it can be simple, but it's not easy. Right? There's simple steps that you have to take, and you have to keep taking those steps, rinsing and repeating, rinsing and repeating, rinsing and repeating. One thing I learned is, business is, all right, let me get a little bit of light. Business is a lot of testing. It involves a lot of testing. You build relationships, and that kind of goes into where you know who to reach out to when, you're trying to put together your vision, right? That kind of goes into that. So I'll kind of, just see who else hopping on here right now. Like I said, I'm just taking a walk, guys. And like I said, today's day 8 of the 30-day video challenge. Just kind of wanted to talk about that, give you guys a few key points or whatever. So I'll go ahead and recap before I jump off or whatever. So the first thing is to understand and accept that failure is going to happen in your business. Understand and accept it, and also start with your why, right? And make sure you're building a foundation. Because if you don't have a foundation, this kind of goes into personal development as well. Because when if you're starting a business, you have to learn different things, and then you have to go through a phase of, you know, that you want to learn something, but you don't yet know it, right? So you have to learn it, and then that causes, for some people, it causes them to what's the word I'm looking for? It causes them to get frustrated sometimes, right? So if you're going to start a business, start with your why. Start why it is that you're going to be building this business. This is going to help you. And understand and accept that failure is going to happen. And remember this quote: most of the biggest businesses and the most successful businesses and brands out there started as failures before they hit their success, right? So with that, I'm going to go ahead and jump off, guys, and, you know, just prepare for day 9 of the 30-day video challenge, and I'll be giving you guys some more value. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and hop off, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.